The next is topical, and the topical structure is very flexible. Topical means divided into topics, and topics are categories. The idea is that you take your speech as a whole, you consider everything that you are thinking about sharing, and divide it into subcategories. So each of these subcategories will cover a different aspect of your professional and personal vision. This is very helpful when there are aspects of your speech or of your topic that simply don't fit simple or concrete categories of time and space. So it is best to explain abstract ideas. Well, all ideas are abstract, but abstract plans. So, for example, the mini outline here on the slides states that you may separate it into three categories: education goals, career skills, and personal development. You can use for educational goals, for example, one area that I'm focusing on is education, and I will proceed by, and then you can use a chronological pattern to explain your educational goals. Then you may continue with another part of my plan is to develop career skills. And I plan to do that in, and you may want to explain or you may want to refer to a specific physical space that you would go to receive that training, and so on. So this is very helpful if you don't have a specific or clear timeline. Maybe you want to work on personal development alongside educational goals. Maybe you want to develop some skills that are not necessarily work related, or conversely, that are work related while working on other things at the same time. So this is very helpful when there is either no clear timeline or there are overlapping timelines. So that is the topical. It lets you blend strategies depending on what you need. It lets you blend organizational patterns and is very flexible overall. The final is cause and effect. And this one works very well when you want to explain how something shaped your goals. We tend to think of cause and effect as in any some way problem, but also let's think about how things impacted us positively. So maybe your background, maybe your environment, or maybe a specific experience led you to pursue your dream. An example here from the slides: growing up in a small town, dot dot dot, that will give you a cause. Then helped me develop strong communication and community values. There you have your effect. And then you connect it to a future plan. That is why I want to start a nonprofit. So, cause and effect pattern or speech will be organized in terms of what made something happen and what will be the actions. What actions will you take in relation to that? What is your plan? You will use phrases such as because of, or as a result of, or these experiences have led me to, and so on. So the bottom line is that this approach helps you show why your goals, why your plan matters. And those are the four organizational patterns. Again, uh, chronological, spatial, topical, and cause and effect. As you plan your speech, remember that your content is very important, but the structure usually is what makes it stick or makes it impactful. So choose the pattern that helps you convey your plan, your journey, and connect the dots, and importantly, to make your message more memorable. If you're not sure which one fits best, just experiment. Use the outline template, use different patterns at the same time, and have two outlines and start filling them out with different orientation, with spatial, with chronological, and see how it feels. Pick the one that feels most clear, most natural. And remember, of course, it's okay to mix and adapt these patterns as long as your audience can follow your path. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in class and the discussion boards. Take care.
Una producción de Profesortoledo.cl.
Si le gustó el video, dele un me gusta, compártalo en sus redes sociales y suscríbase a mi canal. Muchas gracias por su atención.